entrepreneurs. I wanted to come on today because today is September the 1st. And for us who are in business, we know that is the fourth quarter. And as my title says, it's the fourth quarter. Is it game on or is it game over? And we as entrepreneurs, we know that the fourth quarter is very crucial. Just like in football, the fourth quarter is very crucial. No matter how a team was, doing in the first quarter, they could be racking up points, getting touchdowns, but the fourth quarter, it can turn all the way around. And hopefully for you who are in your business and are saying, you know what, the first quarter, I didn't do good. Second quarter, I was all over the place. Third quarter, okay. Now is the fourth quarter and it's time to pick up the momentum. So for you, it should be game on, because we don't want to say game over. We want to continue to stick in here until we ride it out, and hopefully you can meet your business goals and objectives. Now, going into this fourth quarter, you have to have the mindset of, what is it that you want to accomplish before this year is out? Do you want to increase sales? If you say, I want to increase sales, by how much? Have that dollar amount in your mind, because whether you're selling a product, whether you're selling a service, a membership, whatever that is, you need to know how many people do you need to basically buy that product, service, or course in order to meet your goal. So just throwing a number, I would say not even having a number in your mind, or just saying, well, I just want to increase sales, or I want to build an email list. That's not enough. You have to know the numbers in your head. You have to have that written down. You have to have a plan in place. And with that being said, for this fourth quarter, what is it that you want to leave out? How do you want to leave out 2019? Is it maybe bringing more awareness to your brand? Maybe for the most part, say you're building your online presence. So right now you're just trying to grow your audience. So you need more people to follow you. You need more engagement on your Facebook page, your YouTube channel, whatever that may be. So then you're going to have a strategy in place. And in order to have that strategy in place, you have to have a plan. It's just not just mindlessly posting on, social media, but you don't have a plan in place. You can't call someone to take an action when you don't have that available. You can have the best content, you can have the best product or best service, but if you are not making it available for somebody to download a checklist, download, an ebook, a recipe book, whatever that may be, then how can they go further with you in the sales process when even the free thing that you may want to give them, they can't even get that? So the mindset is, you have to make what it is that you are offering available, even in the frame or the mindset of it being free content. They have to be able to get it. So you have to start preparing for that now. Now is the time, because if you are a business owner who, for you, the fourth quarter is a big, time for your business to make money because of, maybe you're going to do holiday sales, or you're going to have maybe a certain coupon code or whatever that may be off on your products. Maybe people who sign up on your email list, those will be exclusive to who will receive a coupon code or a discount code because you value them being on your email list. So with that being said, this is the fourth quarter. When you see on the field with football players and they are in the fourth quarter, now I know, in the business, we're not like fourth down, like you only got this many more seconds on the clock. But if you look at it from the realm of, okay, you have September, October, November, December. So if you are approaching like the end of November, December, and you haven't done anything yet, it's like you are like fourth down, or you're getting ready to really, that clock is ticking down. So why am I saying this? Why am I saying it's the fourth quarter? Is it game on? Because you need to get in the game. Don't look at it as, oh, well, I didn't do well in the first three quarters. I didn't even know what I was doing in the first three quarters. Now I'm at the end of the year and I'm gonna basically like miss out. Don't throw in a towel yet. This is not the time to throw in a towel. This is the time to get very strategic in what it is that you need to accomplish. Again, you need to know what is that for you, for your business. Is it more people on your email list? Is it a certain dollar amount of sales? How many courses you want to sell? How many products you want to sell? What is the dollar amount? How many people do you need in order to make that happen each month? Or how many you want to sell on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis? So this is what the numbers that you have to have already written down. Now, your content. You have to be able to have the content that you need to start putting out there so people can know about you, learn about you. If you are new to social media or your business is just starting out, then people need to know who you are. I created a podcast, and I'm going to link the link to that podcast in the description when this live is over, because I basically went into a little bit more detail about this topic right here. But what you need to understand is that you need to have people following you, people who are engaged. They need to know that they can trust your free content, meaning if I can give you something in my free content that you can go and start putting into action and it gives you a result, then it's going to be a no-brainer when it comes to your paid offers. They're going to say, wow, this person gave me this thing for free. Maybe it was a recipe book, an ebook, maybe it was some type of product or organic product that they said, go and mix these couple of items together, or go mix these couple of, ingredients together. And this is going to be the results of it. And your audience gets, something from that. And what I would say is they get a result from that. Something changes within them because they followed your instructions in how to get to this next thing. So guess what? When you now put something out there for them to purchase, then they're going to say, well, if, I got it for free and I was able to get a result from their free content, imagine what will happen if I purchase from them. I'm going to be able to get even a better result because I've already experienced what they do. So that's how you put out free content for somebody to partake of it so they can know more about you, know more about your business, know more about, how you've got into it. Like start sharing stories about, why did you get into business? What was your passion? Why did you start out in this? So it can humanize your business, your brand more, where it's not just where you're just continually or constantly pushing what I would say sales in somebody's face. Nobody wants to be bombarded with purchasing. And I'll give you an example. Like for me, a pet peeve for me is like, say I go into a department store and I'm just looking around, and then the salesperson will see me, as soon as I come in the door and say, may I help you? And I'm like, no, thank you. I'm just browsing. But then they continue to follow me through the store. And it gets irritating because it's like, well, I just told you I'm just browsing. If it's something that, I come across that I want, then I'll purchase it. But by you following me, it's like almost you are pushing me to make a purchase that I'm not ready to make right now. So that's the same way with your business. You don't want to continually, every time you come across your screen or you post something, it's about buy, 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 buy. It's about letting the person get to know you. It's about putting out content that they can basically take and utilize. So for instance, and I'll give you an example. Say that you want to create a YouTube channel. You're going to have to understand, first of all, what is your reason for creating it? Because, okay, you can say, well, I want to help people, let's say, lose weight by eating right or eating healthy. So that is basically what your channel is going to consist of. Maybe you'll show maybe before and after, maybe you were at a certain weight, and you started on this diet and it brought you down. So now you have proof of what you've done works. And then it could be in the form of you showing people how to make recipes, how to make healthy recipes. So that means you're going to have content. So that means before you just go out and start cutting on that camera and making videos, you need to basically start with some in your arsenal, meaning maybe I would suggest 4 videos already made in advance. So that way, if you're doing a video on a weekly basis, then you already ahead by a month. So you already have 4 videos out there. So now once you have that out there and you scheduling them out by the week, then you have more time to go back and create more content. And you can basically see and listen if you have people, that are, engaging with you on your YouTube channel that are saying, oh, wow, I really like that recipe. Do you have a recipe on how to make this or how to make that? Then now you can go and create that content because you're getting feedback on what people like. So let me just put this caveat out here, this warning out here for some of you who say, well, I started a YouTube channel and nobody is engaging with it. Nobody is liking it. Maybe I get a couple of views, but nobody says nothing. Problem with that could be maybe because your headline or your title is not SEO. It's not optimized for search engine optimization. What does that mean? Meaning nobody's searching for that. You may title it, let's say, how I lost, 10 pounds on such and such diet. But if you go and you look on YouTube, nobody's looking for that. So you have to basically go by what people are searching for, what is popular. And the thing that I suggest of how you find out how to title your videos so you will be in that feed, go and look at who are the top content creators in maybe the industry that you're in and see similar videos that they're putting out there that's gaining, feedback or gaining more views. Then you can basically maybe title it similar to that title. So at least you'll show up in the search engine results. So that way somebody's, okay, that person has, a video on the same topic. Let me look and see what they're talking about. Because when I go on YouTube and I'm searching for whatever it is I'm looking for, and I may come across a video and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that was okay. But man, let me see. It's about 4 more videos down here. Let me go look at those to see if it has the content that I'm looking for. So that's the same way with your business. Just because you have maybe hundreds of people with the same content, it's still yours could be different. Somebody could view your content that may have the same title or similar content, but because now you have some type of expertise in something, or you have more knowledge, or if you've been in this for a minute, your video could garner more views because there's something about your video that the other videos didn't have. And I would even suggest to do deeper research in that is by going and looking at other people's YouTube videos who are within your industry. See what they're doing, see what they're saying, see what they're not saying, see what they're not doing. So now you can customize your video to be even more unique. So this way, when people come to your channel, it is not going to be like everybody else's. It will be something different, because I think sometimes we feel, oh, this person is getting this many views, I want to do exactly what they're doing. But you have a different personality from them. You want to show up online the way you show up. You don't want to, I would say, copy someone else's persona. You have your own way that you show up that is just you. I would say no one can copy you as far as how you speak, how you present, how you show up online. So don't lose that about yourself to try to conform to somebody else's way of doing things. So that is part of making sure you are creating your game plan, because guess what? Your 2019, the fourth quarter will determine or hopefully get you set for 2020, because you want to go out with a bang. You want to go out hopefully meeting your goals and objectives, because you don't want to go out and say, you know what, I didn't do good this year. I just, feel like blah. Now I'm just going to, 2020, and you're not enthusiastic about it. You're not excited about it. Let's say, for argument's sake, say you didn't meet your goals and objectives, because we got to go on both sides of the fence. Say you didn't meet your goals and objectives, but now you have a standing point to go back and say, listen, I didn't do this right in 2019. I didn't have this in place. I didn't have that in place. So now going into 2020, I'm going to look at everything I didn't do correctly in 2019. And now I'm going to strategically set my game plan for each quarter of 2020. So now the things that I didn't do in 2019, now I can execute on in 2020, because we learn from our mistakes. Being in business is a series of testing. You are testing to see what works for your business. And when you find what works for your business, guess what? You're going to duplicate it. So when you duplicate that process and you continue to duplicate it, after a while, it gets very easy for you to do, because now you have found a system and a process in which now you are familiar with, and it's not hard for you anymore. You know how to create your content. You know how to, create it in advance, schedule it out. You know how to bring in, hopefully, people who are engaged with your content, and not just people who are just there just to like. You want people to engage with you, so you'll know what to create for them when they're asking you questions, or when they're asking you, do you have insight into this situation? Then you can go back and you can give them more content that will help them in that process. So the key points and the key takeaways of this video is to build your strategy going in now. If you know that you want to start that YouTube channel, then start, putting that pen to that paper and start saying, okay, what videos am I getting ready to create? How often am I going to show up on my channel? Am I going to show up twice a week, once a month? Am I going to just have a dedicated YouTube channel that I can monetize? Meaning after you reach a certain amount of subscribers, then you're going to make it like pay you money? Or are you going to use your YouTube channel to drive traffic maybe to your website, to your blog, to your, Shopify store, or whatever, store that you have where your products or services exist? So you have some things to think about. And now is the perfect time. I mean, this is a long weekend. It's your holiday weekend. So now is the time to start strategically creating a game plan of what it is that you want to do. Is it an email list you want to build? Is it more sales that you want to bring in? Is it videos that you want to start creating? Maybe even podcasts. I do podcasts and I do videos, because I want to make sure that I am serving my audience with what they may need. Some people love to see video, but some people want to hear audio. So this way I got them covered. So if they're driving, or maybe they're in their home doing something, they can turn on the audio podcast and they can listen and still get great content from me on my website and also on my Facebook page. So again, make sure that you go out of 2019 with a bang, so you can start preparing your 2020 editorial calendar for 2020. And I'll come back on later in this month with another video to show you how to now get prepared for your 2020. So this way you are not going to waste any time going into 2020. You're going to hit the ground running when 2020 comes in, so you can start building the momentum in your business. But we want to make sure that at least we let 2019 go out with a bang, so you can see your goals and objectives achieved in your business within 2019. So again, I'm going to link that podcast in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the description or the comments below, and I will answer them for you. So have a great day and much success as you end your 2019 with a bang. Have a great day.